In the air. It must be time for another episode of The Art of Struggle. Welcome to another episode of my podcast called The Art of Struggle. You can hear me rant about art, video games, movies, pop culture, CGI, the industry, and much, much more. My name is Fatai, and I'll be your guide as we explore the world of CG, pop culture, and the people who make it all possible. Let's dive into our stories. Let's see what we got for you today. Miyamoto. Game devs must avoid becoming reliant on free-to-play. Super Mario and Zelda designer Shigeru Miyamoto has warned developers about becoming over-reliant on the free-to-play model, as they could end up shooting themselves in the foot. Speaking at a dev conference in Japan, as reported by Bloomberg, the Nintendo veteran implored his fellow game makers to keep releasing titles at fixed prices, claiming that the key to creating an industry with long-term sustainability is doing that. We're lucky to have such a giant market. So our thinking is, if we can deliver games at reasonable prices to as many people as possible, we will see big profits, he said. Of course, Miyamoto's views aren't necessarily reflected in Nintendo's own business plan, especially on the mobile front. The company's first smartphone title, Super Mario Run, looked to ditch free-to-play by charging a one-time fee of $9.99 to unlock the full experience. The response to the tactic was mixed, however, and sales failed to meet expectations. After that, Nintendo adopted a more traditional freemium model for its next two mobile releases, Fire Emblem Heroes and Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. And while the latter has drawn criticism, its cynical use of the in-app purchases, the former has become a big earner. Still though, Miyamoto believes it's important for developers to understand the value of their own product. And while he accepts free-to-play titles won't vanish completely, he suggests overindulgence could condition consumers to expect more and more free content. It's necessary for developers to learn to get along with subscription-style services. Miyamoto said, "When seeking a partner for this, it's important to find someone who understands the value of your software. Then customers will feel the value of your apps and software and develop a habit of paying money for them." So this is all good and well, but it's important to also note that Nintendo will soon roll out two more mobile games. Dragalia Lost is slated to debut soon and is being co-developed with Cyber Agent Incorporated, a publisher that's been criticized for using aggressive tactics in monetizing games. The second title, Mario Kart Tour, will be released by March. Alright, so it's like the pot calling the kettle black, I guess, but I think he does have a point in the sense that if you're a developer, for you, free-to-play works because it's easy to get clients or customers or people to just sign on to something that's like free-to-play. But then you're charging them to get like packs, to get like, little things, and then you're monetizing inside the game, which for the consumer, you keep getting content, your games keep getting updated, but for them, it's gonna be bad in the long run is the way he's looking at it, because when you're making your game free, people are going to expect more free things. So I'm not going to be playing this game for free, and then be like, oh, let me, that's what he's thinking. But I think that there's a certain balance that you can get when it comes to free to play versus paid games. In the sense that if you make like the game free, like, and then you structure your game so that maybe the cost of like leveling up or getting the full, some badass stuff is the cost of like a price of a game, and not like hundreds and thousands of dollars to get the best and rarest shit. Like, I think that you can definitely strike a good balance. But yeah, I think it's gonna have a place in the industry, because there's some games that it's like a massive MMO online, and you need that initial push of people to really get the game economy going. And that's definitely a time when I'd use it. I'd make my game free to play, and then I would get the community going, and then definitely use that to my advantage. So they have their own tactics of monetization too. So everybody has their own philosophy. Miyamoto's just giving his. All right, so sad news over the weekend. There was reports that there was a shooter opening fire at a Jacksonville Madden tournament. So this is quite troubling because, as you know, America has been going through quite a bit of recent shootings. This has been going on for a while now, and mass shootings have been happening all over. It's just one of those things that's like it's a little closer to home now, where it comes to one of these events that it's like a gaming event. It's a game where you think people, it's a thing where you think people are just generally going there to have fun and to be, to be cool and to play games, to just have fun and relax. And somebody comes there and starts shooting. Reports have begun to emerge on Sunday morning of a shooting that took place at a Madden tournament in Jacksonville, Florida. According to the Jacksonville Sheriff Office Twitter account, one suspect has been found dead at the scene, with multiple fatalities reported. They are urging those near the scene to stay away at this time. In a press conference held later in the afternoon, Jacksonville Sheriff Mike Williams stated that 3 people were killed, including the suspect. 9 people were transported to the hospital, 7 of them with gunshot wounds. Sheriff Williams also identified the suspected shooter as David Katz, a 24-year-old man from Baltimore. Williams also confirmed Katz was attending this event as a competitor. So, it's just another one of those things. This is when people start talking about, gun access and stuff like that. So, I just foresee another debate coming, and that's going to be the end of it. There's not going to be any real reform that really happens. So it's tragic to see another event like this happen, especially in